Hi guys. So apparently we're back on Cookie, and at some point, I made Cookie a Christmas island, and I don't remember doing it. Like there's trees lit up and everything. It's not even just look. There are wreaths on the lights. Like it wasn't even just like I signed back on and it was Christmas. It's like I decorated it for the holidays, and then I don't know when I did it, but apparently I never made a video of it. So let's check out our map. Again, our residents are Bear and myself. And then we have Lucky, we have Shino, we have Wolfgang, Teddy, Eric, Maple, Molly, Onka, Poppy, and Pecan. All super cute babies. Um, yeah, I don't understand like when I did this and why I didn't make a video of it. So here we are, like it's August and I'm making a video. Alright, all of my codes, I don't know. Like I'm assuming they either came from the kiosk or like Pinterest or something because I don't remember making this island. So oof. Oof. Um but of course like lots of pretty twinkle lights. I'm recording it at a time of day. In game it's like 7 p.m. ish. On Toy Day, which is Christmas Eve here in like the real world. So resident services one way, our villagers live over here. We're actually just gonna step over here first really quick to check out this little seating area. Oh, the bells are going off. It's officially 7. This is just a little area to wait for the plane. You've got your luggage. You've got. I feel like this was the same as it was before I changed it to Christmas Island. I just changed everything to red and green, and gold and whatever. Apparently, like, okay, so Cookie has a very small gap between, like, if you look here, where the beach and resident services is. So, very small entryway, and it's, like, off centered. Um, so, I don't know. I didn't decorate it a lot. Like, even though it's Christmas time, I didn't do much. It's just kind of bland. So, I guess I figured, like, all the lit up trees and stuff and how resident services is decorated would make up for it. So you can see Jingle over there, Eric and Teddy walking around. I absolutely love lazies. I very rarely like the jock types, but Teddy is my favorite. Other than like he and Kit Kat are probably my two favorite jocks. Oh, Rudy too. They're my favorite jocks. All right, resident services is so cute this time of year, and look at that chunky owl. I love a good chunky owl. He's just a little snow baby. He's so round and so cute. But I always think just like resident services this time of year is decorated really adorably. I do wish that when Isabel decorated the trees, it would be like all of the pine trees, because inevitably it's like I'll have them set up really symmetrically, and then she'll decorate one and not the other. Alright, we're not gonna mess with Jingle too much. Like I said, he's just here for Toy Day, living his best reindeer life. This first house is Bear's. I'm not going to spend too much time on the houses because I don't want to make this video like just too bloated. And I only think I decorated like the main room on the first floor like as like a holiday thing. Our theme before this was green and yellow and white. So I feel like all the other rooms, like I'm gonna walk in them just so you can see them really quickly. But these main rooms are the only ones I did for Christmas. The other rooms I think are just remnants of whatever was there when the island was spring core and like I said green, yellow, and white. Alright, he's got a little music room, just a place to like hang out, a little library, read books, write books, do whatever. Um, which I mean, I feel like that would be a room that Bear would probably have in real life. Honestly, when we started this game, like he had his own house, and then eventually like he quit playing, and I just kind of took over. So now I just kind of decorate it for him. Alright, yeah, see, like, all the rooms are just, like, green themed to begin with, so I'm guessing because I swapped from, like, green, yellow, and white to, like, green, red, yellow, and white, that I just kind of left most of the rooms as they were. And then I almost always do the kitchen on the opposite side, like where that library room was. And also, Bear's favorite holiday is not Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, and I think I just decorated his kitchen to vibe with that and left it that way. So hence the cornucopia and the pumpkin soup. Yeah, like he's a Thanksgiving guy. Like he cannot stand it when people skip over Thanksgiving and get excited about decorating for Christmas too early. Drives him nuts. I am one of those people who decorate for Christmas the day after Halloween. Alright, so he does have his Christmas themed bedroom, but I think it's just because I was desperate to use this wallpaper somewhere anywhere. This is my favorite wallpaper in the entire game. I'm from Central Texas, where up until recently you didn't really see snow. Like growing up, I didn't see snow. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, obsessed with it now. I live, much further north now, in a different state, and so we get snow like once or twice a year sometimes. It's been less and less over the last probably 10 years. And then he's got this little garden room down here in his basement, just a place to like cozy up with the fire, have some little cakes and some tea, enjoy the plants. Okay, so heading out of here, I'm gonna dip this way, and we're gonna go to my house next. Um, I feel like with my house, it was the same. I don't. Bear got a Christmas tree. I don't even think I put a Christmas tree up in my house. I don't think I remembered. All right, so here's his yard really quickly. I don't like this doghouse. I'm scared of dogs in real life, just childhood trauma, and not all dogs, obviously. Brachiocephalic dogs don't scare me because they don't seem very likely to tear your face off. Yeah, I'm just a cat person, and this game's lack of cats makes me like super sad. Well, I mean, they have more cat villagers, but I mean like you got a dog house, you got with little dog in it, you got the stuffed animal dog, the Christmas dog, like the little barking one. You got none of that for cats. You got a ton of cat accessories, no cat. So my house, like I said, it doesn't even have a Christmas tree. I put up Christmas wallpaper and some stockings and the Christmas rug, and I guess I thought that was enough. I even checked the other rooms, and I never put up a Christmas tree, and I have no idea why. Like I said, I don't remember decorating this. I don't know how long it's been this way. So, like again, this room is just the yellow and green that came from whatever the house was previously. I love the fan. I love how the leaves and stuff like move on the plants when the fan blows them. That's literally one of the coolest things. Okay, so let's see. I think heading straight across. No, oh, bathroom. I feel like I always put the bathroom in this back room. I don't know if like everybody does that. It's just like such a common thing that I see whenever I'm like doing dream tours or whatever. But yeah, so bathroom again, just kind of yellow and green to match previous theme. And I know like I have two washers or two dryers there instead of a washer and a dryer or whatever it's supposed to be. Like I don't love the automatic looking washers. I like to be able to sit stuff on top of them, so I always use two of this type of whatever. Alright, kitchen. Kitchen again, just got that yellow and green vibe. There's some red mixed in there with like the fruit stuff, but I really didn't decorate the house for Christmas outside of the main room. And I did Bear's upstairs bedroom that was wintry Christmassy. I didn't even do that. Like honestly, I didn't change my attic or basement rooms at all. In fact, if anything, like you're about to see, my attic room looks very like it's very pastel, very spring core. I really didn't change it, but this room is the room that I would most likely have my house look like in real life. Lots of pastels, lots of cutesy stuff. That's my actual vibe. And then let's see, basement room. Actually, I really like this too. I feel like this room is probably more of a mixture of mine and Bear's like real life styles because his is like very like kind of country, like I don't know, like warm colors, that kind of thing, very natural stuff, like natural wood accents and things like that. Alright, so there are our houses. Like I said, I didn't want to make it too long of a tour just because it really bloats a video and I didn't do enough decorating for all that. My beaches are also really simple. I honestly am terrible at decorating beaches. Like, I don't really there's never that much interesting stuff going on the beaches for me. Like, I don't know what to put there. I grew up in a really poor farming community. I didn't even see a beach until I was an adult, and that it was in Virginia. Um, it was actually only this year, like 2 months ago, that I went to a beach in Texas for the first time in my entire life, despite having grown up there most of my life. Alright, so now that we're back on the main part of the land and you've seen this kind of chunk of island, or well, the chunk of beach, we're gonna go this way, and this is gonna take us back over to resident services. Coming up from there, I did like a little community, like movie theater kind of space, just so we can have some snacks, watch some movies, whatever. It was just kind of an easy like space filler that still kind of served a purpose, but like you won't really see any of the villagers hanging out there. They don't really vibe like that. Kind of like my last video. It's just a lot of unnecessary public seating that doesn't get used. Alright, so this little walkway in between our houses leads up here to just kind of like floaty island boy. I'll show you guys on the map probably too, I think. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so you see he's like just over there, like just a big circle. Just a big floaty circle. Not doing nothing. Alright, I'm gonna move out of Teddy's way. And then when we come across this bridge, it opens up into the entrance for the library, or museum, sorry, I almost said library. We're gonna run around here real quick. So again, this takes you back past the beaches you already saw, and then up to these beaches on the other side of that waterway. Got a little oceanside Ferris wheel. We've got, you know, our peninsula, which I never do much with the peninsula anymore. Like I used to, and then when diving became a thing, I didn't want to block them off too much. Alright, and then here we have a little surfboard rental, and again, like I changed out the bushes, maybe some of the flower colors. I added red. Changed out a few things for Christmas, but I feel like this island doesn't look that much different than what it did before outside of that. Alright, so here is like the entrance to the museum, and I always do the double stairway because it drives me nuts that the like stairs don't sit equal to like I guess the museum entrance. So I always try to give it a double stair and then like a big space in between, like I don't know. You can see like just some really cute Christmassy stuff. They've got their little Christmas tree out front, 2 of them in fact. Alright, coming this way, if you come straight down, we'll start back at the opening of this. Okay, so here's the little movie theater spot. We're gonna get through here, there's a little cafe area for people to sit, have their coffee, chit chat, whatever. And then it comes across here to our little farmer's market. You know, you've got your fortune cookie stand, you've got your little checkout area with some bagged groceries. And then we have a fruit bench, a vegetable area, a bread area, and then an area to purchase plants. So just your very small farmer's market. I tried to find places to, or like small things just to fill space, but without it being so cluttery. Because I know I said this last video, but I cannot stand it when you're trying to get around an island and it constantly glitches. And I shouldn't even say anything because if you run around Honeybell, my third island, or well, I guess it would be my second one because Evergarden was my third. It's kind of like that over by the summer side of the island. Alright, here we have our campsite, just a cute spot for them to roast marshmallows. It's a very simple campsite. I did some water around it, but like I don't know if I love it. That is probably one thing I will change when I redo this island. So Cookie's the one island I can't restart because I did a ton of my designs on this island. And even though I'd love to restart it for a better layout, unless I move all of those designs over to Honeybell, which is like the island that'll probably never get changed, oh, look, there's Molly. Okay, so this is Molly's house over here. The first layer of my like neighborhood is actually on the first floor. The I don't know, like the flat part of the island. Alright, we're gonna come this way really quickly. We're gonna go, and like I said, we're going to the neighborhood now. There's a little area we can sit. We have another picnic area. Picnic areas are just such a fun, cute, easy way to fill space. Alright, and then have just like a little cute area for this beach. I love when it looks like things are carved into the sand. So I did mine and Vera's like real first name initials on there. Alright. And then coming through here, for the sides of each stairs, instead of having like trees or bushes, I did the Christmas things. Like, they kind of like railing that you would hold on to going up the stairs. Alright, and then coming around this way will be Abel's. And I do like to keep my shops close to the front. I think it's just a really old habit, because back when Animal Crossing first came out, like, everybody had their, you know, we didn't have Nookazon right away, we didn't have all these treasure islands, so we would actually interact with each other, go to each other's islands, buy stuff from each other's shops, and that's kind of how we would catalog a lot of stuff. Alright, and so here's Nook's Cranny. And I always plant my, my 6 fossils on the ground so that they don't sprout up anywhere else. Not that it matters. I literally keep every part of my ground covered and a clear, like, path so that it can't. Like, no weeds, no anything can pop up that I don't want to be there. I love these snowflake lights. They're so cute. And then this was my first ever land bridge. And all I did was redecorate it for the holidays. Like, I just put down a little peppermint pattern and then switched out the bushes for holly bushes. And you can see over here behind, or what in front of me is Eric's house. So here's Maple's house, and she's got a little hot cocoa stand. And like I said, either side of the land bridge are Eric and Molly's house. So everybody else's house is on this layer and the next. Like, lots of red and green here. I just kind of switched out things. Here's Teddy's. It looks like I switched out their house colors. I switched out their wreaths. And then most of their yards are still relatively the same. Originally, Maple's was a mushroom stand, and now it's a hot cocoa stand. Here's Poppy's. I just, you know, it's mostly the same, minus I threw some Christmas decorations behind his little couch. And then over here is Pecans. I didn't even change hers except for a Christmas tree on her little table instead of like a flower or something, whatever I had up there. Alright. And then this is the third layer. I got a little cute Christmas tree. Here's Shino's house. I don't think I changed anything about it at all except for her bushes. And then for Lucky, I gave him lots of little snow stuff to play with because he's a very playful, cute little doggy. I don't worry about him biting me because, I mean, his mouth is bandaged. I don't know. He's cute though. Wolfgang literally was the first, what is it, like, grumpy guy character that I ever had on here, and I love their personalities so much when you get to know them. He's the best. His yard is actually just an area for him to, like, fish. I always just kind of picture him as a lighthouse keeper. Like, that's his vibe for me. And then, let's see, on the other side of him should be Anka, which I do think in my other island, or my last version of this island, it was actually still Mary that lived here. But I loved Anka because I felt like Wolfgang, with his coloring, was all alone. Everybody else was either cream or brown or whatever, and he's blue and yellow. So I gave him Anka just so he'd have somebody to kind of match him. Alright, up here is just this kind of little, I don't know, I love the statues, and I love these, like, vines and stuff. I was really glad when they added those. Here's just kind of a little overlook area overlooking the community garden. Alright, coming down this way is community garden. I did, like, I think 6 of each vegetable over here. Nothing super crazy. It's not very Christmas themed other than being red and green everything. And then for the side with the, what is it called? Orchard. Side with the orchard, we have a little gardening area back there. I did 3 of each tree. Alright, and then that just kind of connects back into the neighborhood in between Maple and Poppy's house. Alright, and then we're going to come down this way. I know certainly on the beaches on this side, I probably did even less than the other side. There's the typical bonfire, which I think I put on, like, every island I have on the beaches because I don't know what else to do with them. And then we have, that's it. Like, I didn't do anything, honestly, on these beaches. I think that when I redo like whatever island I do next, I really want to work on beaches. I really want to kind of research some of the better beaches and see what I can add or mix in with that to like make my own and make it look really cool. I have this pirate area. I've had that since I don't know the early days on cookies. Like as soon as the pirate stuff became available, and I've just never changed it. Alright, here's Cap'n, just getting a boat full of snow, chilling. Okay, so one of the things is Cookie, like I said, was my very first island, and my very first like villager that I got that I really just absolutely fell in love with was Flora. And so almost on all of my islands, I'll do like some flamingos somewhere, just as a tribute to her. She does live on my Honeybell island, but on any of my other islands, like I still do little flamingo tributes. She and Maple are probably my favorite two villagers ever. I have a stuffed maple bear. I collect flamingos now, like facts. Alright, over here we have a little coffee shop, like a little outdoor Starbucks vibe. And again, this is just like a little nice filler. I've seen other people do similar. It just is a nice way to take up some space. Alright, so here's Eric's house. He's got his little garden vibes going on. Little bunny. Alright, we're gonna go back across. And if you get coffee, you can also come to the little lakeside and sit over here and drink it. I did this little lake. It's actually not that big, but it was again just kind of a space filler because I didn't really know what to do over here. I needed something big enough that it would take up space, but not that I would have to fill with a lot of items so that it would bog everything down when I ran past. This is this little boat rental place. You can buy some fishing bait, stuff like that. And there's a little pier over here with the yachts, so you can rent a boat. Alright, and that's pretty much everything. Like I said, we have Flamingo Falls over there, and then as we come across this bridge, we're gonna be right back in front of the shop area. And then this little area over here where you sit and wait for your plane. Like I said, I don't think I changed this island much, but I made it Christmas, and I at least wanted to show you guys before I redid it for Halloween. Alright, well thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Cookie, which has over 2,500 hours in it. Yeah, I've had this island since literally day one, since the day this Animal Crossing game came out. So it has a bazillion hours, and thank you guys for joining. Bye!